Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to any new viewers. This is a reading for Gemini. My beautiful Geminis, Gemini sun, moon, rising, all the wonderful Geminis in my life. I have a lot of very close Geminis in my life, also Gemini, Taurus, cuspers as well. So this reading is for you. We're going to look at basically your current energy for the month ahead. We're going to look at the sort of themes you're dealing with, the people around you, the situations around you. Let's see what's going on here. We've got the Page of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I'm going to pull a couple more cards for outcomes, advice for anyone who needs it. We've had two cards flip out here. We've got the Queen of Fire, which is the Queen of Wands, and we have the High Priestess. Just move these over a bit so you can hopefully get most things on the screen here. And then let's pull one more before we get started. And we have one of your cards coming out here. First quarter moon in Gemini. Speak your world into being. Time to manifest and time to get some things going. There is something, Gemini, just starting off with the first message that came to mind here. There's something you've really been struggling with, thinking about, contemplating, analyzing for quite a long time. You keep coming back to the same place though. It doesn't matter how much you think about this, how much you obsess over it, how much you analyze it, how much you go back and forth, how much you consider other options. It doesn't matter. You keep coming back to the same exact place. You're cycling back. Now, in some ways it's a good thing because you've been through this mental process so many times that you're finally realizing it's time to act. It's time to actually act something out. There is a breakthrough coming, a big breakthrough, a positive breakthrough. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Look at this beautiful gold coin here. This can be a gift. This can be money. This can be a really substantial offer. This can be something practical coming in, either coming in or you actually making, like I said, making that decision to invest in something, whether that's your time, whether that's your money. You are really launching some kind of it's either a new project, a new job offer, a new investment, or possibly new money coming in. You're finally getting started on this. It's finally getting off the ground, and finally you can end this mental back and forth, often confusion about the topic or about the situation. There's something I feel you need to discuss with someone to actually get to this point, like to get from here to here. There's something you actually need to discuss. Now, this could be with someone trusted, like for example, a trusted friend, confidant, or maybe even a third party, like a trusted advisor, someone who is not biased, someone who can give you good advice. It may be time to actually talk to them about what you're going through and just make it very clear. I will say that you already know what you want. You already know the answer because, like I said before, you keep coming back to it in your mind. It's time to put it into motion. It's time to put into motion what you've been thinking about, what you've been contemplating, what you've been dreaming about this whole time. It's finally going to happen. and it's going to happen this month. There's one final hurdle to get through, but again, I think it's just a matter of speaking it out with the right person. It's almost like you're waiting for the right words to come in from someone as well before you give the go ahead. That's okay. That's fine. It will come. What you need to hear is going to come. And actually, it's going to confirm what you already know. What's the energy around you? We've got some interesting cards here. We have the Five of Pentacles and we have the Magician. Don't forget here we've got Speak Your World into Being. This is a time of manifestation. You're finally manifesting what it is you have been thinking about for so long. It's finally happening in the real world. There is a sense of fear here as well about what it means. And this is ultimately what's been holding you back, or part of what's been holding you back. This fear of making the wrong decision, making the wrong investment, making the wrong choice, setting forth on the wrong path. There are many, many options, many paths you can take. How do I know if I've chosen the right one? You don't want to end up like the people in this card who are not doing very well. You will not end up like this, Gemini. Trust me. The worst scenario, the worst fears are in your mind. And it's time to take action. And you're far more powerful at manifesting than what you even realize. You have the power to change any circumstance. There is someone around you as well who is already doing it and who you may get some really good advice from. There could even be someone around you who has made the wrong decisions, has been in really terrible situations. And sometimes this is like literally what we're seeing in the cards. Someone who has, say, lost everything, someone who has, gone like bankrupt financially. And they've completely turned it around. They've completely turned things around. And they're in a position now where they can almost manifest anything for themselves, but also teach others about how to not make the same mistakes as they have, and how to actually bring forth positive things rather than negative things. Magician is also Mercury ruled. This is also your card. You're going to see yourself in this person who you speak to, right? You're really going to have like an aha moment when you have this conversation with this person. You're going to recognize yourself on a journey, maybe a few years before where this person is at. And you're going to understand that what they've achieved is also possible for you. Lots of communication coming in, lots of fast moving action, possibly a bit of travel. It could be traveling back and forth. I see it as short distance travel, not long distance. Lots of little trips. It could be to try and work things out, to try and get things going, to try and get this project or this connection or whatever it is, try and get it off the ground. But also lots of messages coming through. Once you take action, things are going to happen very, 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 very quickly. Now, don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of that. I'm sensing here with the Nine of Swords, because this is going to happen so quickly, it will set you off on a little bit more worry, a little bit more kind of anxious thoughts coming in, sleepless nights, worry. Oh my gosh, what have I done? Why did I do this? Maybe I should have thought about it a bit more. No, you should not have thought about it a bit more, because remember, you keep coming back to the same thing in your mind. Keeps going around in circles. You keep coming back to it. You come to the same conclusion. So that's what you've got to do. Inaction is sometimes worse than action, even if you end up making a bit of a mistake or, realizing that you should have done something a little differently, which, by the way, I don't think is going to happen here. But it's better finding out, making that decision, moving forward, so that at least you know what to do differently next time. And you're not stuck in this sense of, or this constant like loop of inaction, because you're going back and forth in your mind. You're going round and round in circles in your mind all the time. So don't be afraid when this positive change starts happening, because I am seeing it as something positive here. Interesting with the appearance of the Page of Cups. There's been I'm sensing maybe even a little bit of regret about an emotional conversation, or perhaps some kind of emotional immaturity in the past. I'm sensing a little bit of regret with that. But ultimately, you've come away having learned some valuable lessons, right? And you've grown and you've moved on. But there's something that's still kind of bugging you, like, I don't know, like, why wasn't I ready at a certain time? I think this is something to do with a relationship, with a romantic relationship. This is something to do with like not being ready to either commit or show up to someone as sort of like being in two different stages, right? Like you're in a different phase of life, someone else is in a different phase of life, and the timing could have been better. The maturity level, there was kind of like an emotional maturity level. There could be an age difference as well. But there was definitely a sense of one person being more experienced than the other in the situation. And there are some kind of regrets about that, I guess. Once again, we got the High Priestess. We also have this Queen of Fire, Queen of Wands energy. You're really coming into your power. So don't be afraid of it. Don't be afraid. Again, don't be afraid once things start happening really, really quickly, right? This is a time where you are going to manifest something very, very quickly. I'm going to give just an example that may not relate to you, but just random example. You want to invest in something. Let's say you want to like buy real estate, or I don't know, make a big like financial decision like that. You get the process going, and then all of a sudden, like, you make an offer on a place, or the right kind of place that you're looking for comes up, and then it's like, whoa, this is happening so fast. I wasn't ready for that. I thought that the process might take like 6 months, and now it's happening in 3 weeks, for example. Just a silly example. Or let's say, I'm looking for a particular kind of job opportunity. If the right thing comes up, I will leave my current place of employment and go for the new opportunity. And then as soon as you think that, it happens, and this opportunity comes through in like 2 days, and you're thinking, oh my gosh, like it's what I wanted, but is it what I wanted? It's a bit scary. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. This is a month of manifestation, and a month of bringing in what you know deep down you've wanted for a long time. Don't be afraid of it. I'm going to leave it there, Gemini. It's a really powerful time. Don't be afraid, especially if what you have been thinking about for so long is finally coming to fruition. Don't be afraid of it. It's all good. It's what you've been wanting. I'm going to leave it there. I hope you have an amazing month. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the reading, and I hope to see you in the next video.